Greetings and salutations everyone, Crimson Nero here, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. In the last episode, we finished up everything on Prison Island and exploded the place, and then we exploded the moon. We do a lot of exploding here. In this episode, we're going to be finishing up the Dark Side story, so yeah, look forward to some epic stuff happening.
Colony control? Tricking that old doctor is just too easy.
So, Rouge is doing some undercover work without Eggman or Shadow knowing what's going on. This is strange.
Heard that name somewhere before. Oh well. This is it. Research Project Shadow, the ultimate life form.
Ah, more info about Shadow, but wait. Windows 8 isn't actually working because there's a warning sign. That or it's classified information. I think it's both. Or that there are intruders in the vicinity. That could also be the reason for the warning. I think it's Windows 8. I'm kidding. No, nothing. I didn't mean to bash Windows 8. Anyways, Mad Space. This is the final stage for Rouge and probably the most annoying out of all of them. It is really, really too big. Way too big, actually, and probably the thing that makes most players of this game cringe is that it's just, well, you'll see, but there's a gravity mechanic for each one of the different planetoids that you go to, and they're rather annoying. So, to actually make any sort of progress in this stage, we need to get a specific power-up for Rouge. And right now, I'm just kind of flying around, seeing what's what, see if I can't get any sort of reaction from the emeralds. But then I gotta take a rocket up to a specific planetoid. Come on, where's that rocket? Oh, here's the switch I was looking for, so there's that. But yeah, Mad Space, really crazy level. As much as I like space levels, kinda in general, this is one of the weaker ones. Alright, so I decided to restart the level here just because things weren't necessarily working out my way, and so I decided to re-randomize where exactly the Chaos Emeralds were, just because in this area you'll get really vague hints that are backwards, I might add, and just kind of throw you off in all the wrong ways. Actually, is there really a right way for throwing someone off? Regardless. Yeah, this stage, way too big for its own good, and it's just rather cumbersome to actually get around. I understand that there are rockets and gliding that you can use, but in general, just really game? I understand that space is a very big, wide open vacuum, but come on, this is not necessarily all that much fun, really, to be just lost in every single little place possible. Oh, getting a reading. Where is it? There we go. Anyways, so the power-up that I got is called the Iron Boots. They allow Rouge to kick open metal crates, which is very useful for this stage because, well, that's just what we need, actually. A lot of the different ways that we can get around require switches to be pulled to activate all the different rockets. And as you just saw, that was an example of the gravity mechanic in this level, which is not that stellar, actually. Oh, getting a reading, and... Ah. See, even some of the Chaos, I can't... even some of the Master Emerald shards are located in iron boxes. That's why it was really important for me to actually get the power-up in the first place, because without that, we really wouldn't be making any sort of progress here. Short meteorite. Well, that's oddly specific now, isn't it? No, it's not. Yeah, this is generally everyone's least favorite Rouge level. Actually, the space levels in general for the emerald hunting isn't all that admired by most of the fan base. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of things that they could have done better to improve the overall experiences with Mad Space and I Am Meteor Herd, but in general, I like Meteor Herd way better than Mad Space, because Mad Space literally will drive you mad! Pun totally intended. I was thinking, what exactly is the word I'm trying to use here, and I had a mental breakdown there for a second. Alright, where is this silly thing? It's gotta be around here somewhere. Or it couldn't be. I don't know. It could be anywhere in this whole entire level. Jeez. This level's way too big for its own good. That meteor just coming right after me, but whatever. Don't care. Oh, wait. We're really close. Really close. Let's see. Where is this emerald? I thought I was already over here. Oh. How is this a short meteorite? This is one of the biggest planets in the entire level. Whatever. I'm not going to ask about it. We're moving on. That was the end of Rouge's stages, but now we got a little something to do before we wrap up playing as Rouge.
Not too bad, I guess.
And yet again, I get a C rank. In general, I don't know why, but I seem to be doing a lot better when it comes to playing the Dark Side story stages. I'm not evil, don't get me wrong.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my emerald?
That's a good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time. Hand over those master emeralds. Give them to me.
Alrighty, time to fight Knuckles. Pretty much the exact same as fighting Rouge during the Hero Side story, just watch out, really. That's the biggest thing I can... Really? I died?
Hand over those master emeralds. Give them to me.
Use your rings wisely. Pick up one ring at a time, or else.
Thanks, Samochow. I already know what to do. I am in a not-so-good position, and now I'm in a better position. You never want to be gliding around the area without any rings, otherwise Knuckles will just come out of nowhere and just glide right on top of you, and then next thing you know, you're done. Sure, man, just stay in the corner, no big deal, I can dig. Hey, we can just dance around this one corner all we want, man, it's okay. Uh-oh. Well, that was kind of pathetic.
Witness my power. Don't make me do this.
Ah, I thought I hit him. Darn.
Now witness my power. Take this.
He literally said 3 different attack taunts, and yet only attacked once. Whatever. Alright, one more hit, I'll do it. Come on, Knuckles. What you got? What you got? Come on, man. I got you. I got you. Let's do this. All right. Come on. You're done. I got this. Oh my goodness. I am so happy that didn't hit me.
I must protect the master
Now
emerald.
bring back those jewels.
Alrighty. We already know where all this is going. I mean, after all, That's the thing, is that once everything crosses over between the two stories, is that you rewatch some different scenes. Obviously, there are little subtle differences, such as the way that things look, certain lines that characters speak, but in general, the same basic plot applies for both sides of the story, and we just kind of see different things from different points of view, and that's probably the biggest thing between looking at both sides, is that we learn what the villain's motivations are when we play as the dark side story, and we learn how exactly Rouge, Eggman, and Shadow all came into be one team. And then in the hero side story, we actually see everything from the hero's side, which all is based around stopping the villains. So it makes sense that we re-see some of these scenes, but really not a whole lot changes, just seeing it from a different perspective. But in general, it's all about just rooting for the person that you're playing as, rather than rooting for your favorite character. Plus, in general, there really is no winner when it comes to like half of these battles.
If I hurt you.
We should get going.
Yes, we should. By the way, minor inconsistency. Knuckles did not have any of his gear on when he was in the boss fight. For obvious reasons, because of modeling and such like that. But then afterwards, just, hey, let me put on all my stuff.
Chaos Emeralds. Did they really think they could trick me with that fake emerald? Wait,
He knows.
Shadow. I'm the one who
He
should
knows
be telling
all.
them the end is near, not you. Now is the time to end this long drawn out battle and mark myself a place in history as the ultimate genius. If something happens to me, I'm counting on you to finish the job. Hurry! The moment for attack has come. It's now or never.
And now comes Eggman's final stage, Cosmic Wall. This is actually people's probably favorite Eggman level, just because you can hover very long amounts of time, just because of the lower gravity in space. And therefore, the level design actually is based around exactly getting around with this added mobility as Eggman. As you see, as you just saw, I didn't even have to land on a certain platform to actually get up to the next level. For me, I like this level. It's pretty alright, but I just feel it drags on way too long. I mean, I had no problem with stages like, was it Prison Lane that was Eggman's first stage, or was that Tails level? Anyways, whatever. Wait, was it Iron Gate? I think it was Iron Gate that was Eggman's first stage. Anyways, whatever Eggman's first stage was, I like that stage because it's nice. It gets you accustomed to playing as Eggman, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. Minus the elevator sequences, which you have to wait, unless you have the hover ability, which then you can just skip all of that because all you have to do is just blow open the doors. Anyways, so we're going to be doing a lot of blasting, a lot of shooting, and hovering as Eggman. So, yeah. Sit back, get relaxed and comfortable, because we're going to be playing as Eggman for a while here. By the way, how exactly is it that Eggman is breathing? He's a human. He's in space. In the vacuum of space, with no sort of capsule around him, or any sort of, like, shield or anything to keep him encased in an oxygen-filled environment. All he has is his mech, but that doesn't actually, like, create a bubble around, like, that, like, his little vacuum bubble around him to make him safe. So, I mean, there's suspicion of disbelief, but then there's just physics. I'm pretty sure humans can't breathe in space because there's not enough oxygen in there. But anyways, I'm looking way too far into this. Ignore me. I just thought that would be something interesting that I should point out. Jammin'. Lotso score. Yeah, actually the score requirements for this stage to get an A rank is really, really darn large. I mean, by the end of this stage, if I don't die, I should have a pretty darn large score, and even that probably won't be enough to get me an A rank. It might be close, but I mean, seriously, this stage just has a huge point requirement for an A rank. It's actually pretty unbelievable. Many artificial chaos in this level. I think we're maybe like halfway done with the level, maybe? Perhaps. I'm not sure. There's no real good indication of a halfway point. Other than that, there's 2 tracks that you have to go on. We already passed the first track, so like this is about kind of the halfway point between the 2 different tracks. So I'm gonna call this the halfway points. Ah, darn it. Well, that was completely useless. There we go. I love just walking right into the asteroids just because they just blow up for no adequate reason. Just, hey mom, dad, look, I'm a spaceman. I can blow things up with just touching them. Oh, really? Artificial chaos? You gonna be a jerk like that? Well, thanks a lot! This is the best Christmas present ever! Just getting hit constantly by artificial chaos. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Well, this is turning out to be not so good. Hope I can get some rings and replenish some of my health, otherwise I'm done for. I think we're getting close to being done, I think. Geronimo! Ah, really, dude? Really? Jeez Louise. These artificial chaos are just relentless today. Alright, now we get to the final part of the game. Or, not final part of the game. Final part of the stage. Yeah, the final parts of the game are actually coming up in a couple episodes, actually. After this episode, I'm actually going to do a special episode, a little intermission, if you will, between the 2 stories and the finale, because there's actually power-ups that I have not gotten, and I would like to show those off to you guys. So if you're looking for that kind of completion, then I will oblige, because I'm not going to be going for all A ranks and all missions, but at least I can show you where all the different power-ups are. Some characters, I think we might even have all their power-ups, but I'm actually, wait. I think the only character that is even close to being 100% done with their power-ups is maybe Knuckles, but I think I still have to get his Mystic Melody. Anyways, but yeah, that'll be in the next episode, but we're still not done. I'm just letting you guys know exactly how how things are going to be running. And as you can see, we got 74,370 points, and that's still only a B rank. An A rank, I think, is maybe 75,000 or maybe 80,000, whatever it is. Anywho's. Moving on to inside the arc, and we only have a little bit of time before the cannon fires.
Little innocent girl like me alone.
Well, well, young lady. Is there something I can help you with?
Mr. Eggman!
How did you not notice him?
Life, you will tell me where Sonic and Tails are.
Well, this is a turn for the worse. Hey, what's up?
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald, slowly, and then we'll talk about your girlfriend.
She's not my girlfriend.
You really care for her.
Handing over the fake emerald, I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Put the emerald down right there and back off.
You've turned into a big-time villain, Doctor.
Whoa!
And things went from worse to even more worse.
Fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Because you just told me, Fox Boy.
As well as we saw the readings from 2 different emeralds in the last cutscene, but whatever.
For a little space ride. The capsule clears the colony back.
Wait, I get to ride on Space Mountain? That's my favorite Disney World ride. Oh, yeah!
Take care of yourself.
Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog.
And if we had actually played the Dark Side story first, we would have just expected Sonic to be completely dead. We wouldn't have seen his revival, chaos, control shenanigans until
Now we have some
later on.
to take care of. If you give me the real emerald, I will release you both. You have my promise.
Sonic!
Huh?
Sonic asked me for the first time to do something for him. I won't let him down. I won't give up.
Unfortunately, we do not have that fade to red that I like so much from the Hero Side story. Ah well, that's neither here nor there. Let's actually fight Tails.
What have you done to Sonic?
I'm expecting to die a few times in this boss fight. Oh jeez. Never hit the capsule in the middle of the room. It will explode, as you just saw. Though sometimes you can get Tails or Eggman caught in the blast, depending on who you're playing against. Oh my goodness, I'm almost dead. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, I'm almost dead. No, 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 no. Come on, Tails. Yeah, I win!
Sonic.
Yuck.
I win! Take that! I am the biggest wiener. I mean, winner. What?
I guess he was just a regular hedgehog after all.
Or am I? Or was he? Right? Was I? Or is he? I don't know.
The power creates a miracle. I have 6 of them. They're mine. All mine.
I don't think
What?
that was your plan from the very beginning. Or was it a direct order from the president? Now I know who you are. You're that government spy, Rouge the Bat, aren't you?
When I was a kid, I thought this scene was so awesome. Like, it was just dramatic, and like it keeps building tension from like that reveal of like, ah, yes, Rouge is a double agent to what's about to come up next, actually. And looking back at it now, it's like, yeah, it's a little cheesy, but still, like, there's actually some pretty good stuff that goes on in this cutscene. I like it.
Look who's talking. What about you? Here are the results of the research project called the Ultimate Life Form. But if this picture is of the real ultimate life form named Shadow, then exactly who or what is standing in front of me?
That's a good question. What exactly is Project Shadow?
This is
We'll be finding out a little bit more about that later on.
7 Chaos Emeralds. Someone's trying to get the Eclipse cannon. There's not much time left before the cannon fires again. Can you get over there?
If you want to live, leave the Chaos Emeralds where they are. The fake emerald is good enough for you.
Do you actually believe that you're the real Shadow?
No
Even your
doubt.
memories might not be real, you know?
Even if my memories are not real, it's still me, Shadow. And I will fulfill my promise to Maria. That's the only thing that matters to me now.
By the way, that piece of paper that Rouge had in her hand that had the details about Project Shadow, I actually have that information, and I would like to share it with all of you guys. Check the description if you want to actually take a read. But yeah, it's actually pretty interesting that you can actually find scans of that paper. It's actually pretty legible in the actual... Or it's pretty readable, legible, both, yes, in the actual cutscene, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, so check the description, and there will be some awesome reading material for you guys for about 20 seconds. Anyways, moving on. This is Shadow's final level, and because it's his final level, obviously it's going to be the toughest, and I'm getting obliterated by Artificial Chaos. I see a running gag with this. Just, oh hey, Artificial Chaos? No big deal. Gets destroyed anyways. No big deal. Yeah, the Artificial Chaos are kind of everywhere here in this stage, and they really prevent you from actually making any sort of progress, especially on these tubes that we're running on, whether they go horizontally or vertically, or even diagonally sometimes. The Artificial Chaos just do not want you to pass, at all. Anyways, these tubes that we're running across, they have their own gravitational pull to them. However, you want to make sure that you're platforming pretty carefully when it comes to actually being on top of these guys, because sometimes the gravity will actually mess you up and actually make you fall off the edge as a result. It's kind of picky. Normally it doesn't actually happen in terms of it doesn't actually allow you to fall most of the time if you have it down, but occasionally you might have a little bit of an issue trying to get from one point to another. Like that! I just homing attack and then boom, I'm dead. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a really good run of this stage anyways. It is... I would actually probably say that this is actually more complicated than in Sonic's Final Rush. Final Chase does have more of an... I don't know. Its gimmick of the gravitational... cylinders is kind of wonky at times. It's a lot more wonky than just grinding from different angles, but I mean, it's still a pretty cool idea, and I like how they implemented it. So, yeah. I mean, after all, it is a Shadow level, so like I said in the last parts, or 2 parts ago, whenever we were doing Skyrim, yeah, last part, that the Sonic and Shadow levels are indeed some of the absolute best levels in this entire game. But yeah, I know that we took a little bit of a detour, but at least we got rewarded with Shadow's Mystic Melody. Little shortcut. And we're moving. We're moving and grooving. Get those funky fresh beats playing. Speaking about funky fresh beats playing, I have no idea what the lyrics in the background are. I had like, every time I heard some of the music in this game, I would always like hear it a certain way when I was a child and would sing along to it. But looking back at it, I was probably very incorrect when it came to the lyrics, but no big deal. Heck, it's actually just something funny to look back on and reminisce about. Doing some precise platforming here. Luckily, because there's a lot of room in this stage, you can actually do a lot of cool little shortcuts like that one right there. I know it's not that much of a shortcut, but it does save a few seconds. Also, multiple paths are really interesting because it creates a lot of replayability. Yeah. This portion of the stage can get really hectic because of just the alternating directions in which you spin around the different cylinders. All right. Getting close to the end here. Kind of wish I had gotten onto that spring, but no big deal. Okay. Whatever. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully without failing. Because we're really close to the end of this. We're really, really close. Yep, one more mad dash down these cylinders, and the goal ring is ours. And done!
Here we go. I guess I'm not at full power here.
Yeah, that's what kind of happens when you die on the last possible checkpoint.
You never cease to surprise me, Blue Hedgehog. I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space.
You know, what can I say? I die hard.
So,
They actually, in the Dark Side story, they actually skip over the little tiny bit of dialogue explaining exactly how Sonic got out of the pod by using the Chaos Control with the fake emerald. They just skip through that. Shadow just accepts that, oh hey, you are a lot harder to kill than I thought.
your adventuring days are coming to an end.
Alrighty,
All right, Shadow.
time for the final boss of the Dark Side story.
Beware of Sonic's special attack. To avoid the Sonic wind, use the somersault.
Thanks so much, Al. Okay, Sonic.
I'll use chaos control.
So so when we fought against Shadow, I mainly used one particular technique of just waiting on the platform behind the rival character and then just waiting for them to do their super move. This time, I'm just kind of rolling with the punches and seeing exactly what happens. I think I'm gonna try out a few. Ow.
I'm not done with you yet.
Ow. I mean, I tried the somersault, I tried the homing attack, so maybe I'll keep doing the waiting strategy, or maybe I'll just kind of go on the offensive and endlessly homing attack like that. One more hit. By the way, I think actually if you take too much time on this boss fight and like if you reach like the 10-minute mark, I think like the platforms actually run out and you automatically fail, or maybe like they get onto rails. I'm not 100% sure. It happened like one time when I was a kid and I've never actually done it again. But yeah, maybe that's something I should check out in the future. I don't know.
I'll use your chaos control.
Yeah, as a kid, I had trouble with this boss fight because I thought that you had to homing attack him constantly. But hey, there's a lot more ways to doing it than just randomly homing attacking the character. There's actually a lot of ways that you can do it. But anyways, yeah, we finished off the Dark Side story. All we have to see is just this last cutscene, and then we'll be done. Eggman becomes the ruler of the world. Or does he? We'll actually see in a couple parts, actually, when we begin the final story of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. The theme you are about to hear is actually Shadow's theme, known as Throw It All Away, performed by Everett Bradley. In the next episode of Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, we're actually going to be looking at some power-ups. So, get excited for that. I'm Crimson Nero, thank you very much for watching this episode, and until next time, everyone, fare thee well.
The ultimate life form.
Chaos
Vengeance.
Space Desperation.
Supersonic.
Collision.
Untamed power. Maria.
Professor Gerald. The truth about 50 years ago.
Sonic Adventure 2. Last episode. Wishes are eternal.